Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And if some of you guys have started with me, I lost my internet. So the internet went down. So I am starting all over again, and I'm really sorry for this. So I decided that I didn't want to do a sketch this week, but I did want to do a fun fold. When I am looking for something to do, the biggest thing I want to do are fun folds. So this is one of our fun folds that we are using today. For those of you who went through this with me, we're going to do it one more time. I am using the Gathering Moments bundle that will take care of the Expressing Heartfelt Gratitude, which is stamped in Cajun Craze. I also used one of the Cajun Craze gold dots, and I just put it right beside the sentiment so you could really focus on the sentiment. And then all the background paper is done by the Gathering Together Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, it's a specialty paper because there's gold in it. So you usually have a design on the back and then something with gold on the front, some type of design. Same with this. Isn't this lovely? Oh, love this. All right, so that's what we are using. So this is a easel card. So as I open it and then I open the bottom, it fits right in the top. And you can see you have the Designer Series paper in the back, and then it really highlights the Expressing Heartfelt Gratitude. All right. Again, all the dimension or all the measurements are on my blog. So I started out saying that this top and the bottom, I would add 1/8 of an inch to, the whole thing, because I just think it was better if it was a little bit closer to the side and to the top. And then where this is sealed, then you could see the green. And the green really highlights the different type of leaves that are involved. Gold really highlights, and this is gold foiled paper, gold foiled sheets. I didn't bring that down, so we also have those that are supporting this. On my card that I already started, I went and I really gave a good crease to the score lines. Then I added the paper, both on the front and the bottom and on the inside. I then put 2 dimensionals on the back, lined up this bottom, and I stuck the gold foil, the largest, lengthiest one, that piece of cardstock and foil that we have, and I put it down. Again, making sure that it lines up with the bottom, and the bottom is because of the easel itself. Then I made a pencil mark on the back. I just put our Stampin' seal, and then I just adhered it to the long piece. Now, one of the things you want to make sure, don't add it all the way across, or it's going to stick to the card and you won't be able to open the card. It'll open from one side. So again, it's only on one of the sides. Then what you're going to do is bring in the smaller piece, and you're going to go up about, let's try that so you can see it, up about a 1/2 inch. And you want to be able to stand the card up. So that's what we're going to do next. I have 4 black dimensionals on it. Again, going up about a 1/2 inch or so. Sticking that down. And there we have our easel card. All right. Now, again, starting over again, you can write on this piece. You can also put any type of DSP you want. You can also do any type of an embossing folder image down on the bottom. It's up to you. And then you can also decorate the back. And the back is where I would write, just to let people know. All right, so that is our card for today without finishing up the little things. Now, I have a piece of the gold striped mesh ribbon, and it's really nice. I'm just going to take my mini glue dot and just stick it at the side. And then I am going to add one of the Cajun Craze and gold dots. Okay. To my card. And I'm just going to add that there. But one of the things that I realized is that I need to add one more because I really have 2 and I want to make sure that I have 3. So I'm going to bring that right up there. So then this is my triangle. Okay. And that is my finished card. And I'm sorry again that I lost connection and I didn't get a chance to have you explain everything. I would have done a little bit better here on making sure that these come together. This one came together very well, but I also really like a little bit of the Cajun Craze kind of showing. So that's our first card that we created today. And again, thank you for everybody who follows me, who likes me, who puts comments in. Love comments. I love comments. So I just really appreciate it. So this is what our next card looks like. And it is a pocket card. So we're making an easel card and a pocket card. And I think I did a great job on this. I really like the way that this looks. Really like the way this looks. So we're going to start off in this background here. This is the Irresistible design. And again, it's a specialty paper because there's some embossing in here. And you cannot see the embossing. I'll bring the other sheet out so you can see it. I am also using the More Than Autumn bundle. And this has the coffee and the little pumpkin that I am using. And I will talk about that. It also has these fabulous dies where it is the pumpkin and this right here is the spice. And that's what I put the top on with. And you can add your, what is it? You can add adhesive behind it too. We have adhesive sheets. Then for the circles, one circle is done in pumpkin pie. The other circle is done in old olive. And I just used the first 2 on the outside from the Stylish Shapes. The ribbon is part of the white woven ribbon. And I just put that around the whole thing. and just tied a little square knot. And again, all the dimensionals are on my website. This, oh yeah, there you can see the shiny. That's what makes this one a specialty paper. Looks like it's embossed. I already put this down because I glued it all over the place because I did liquid glue on the back instead of doing the sheets. I think the sheets work much better. Bringing that out, I'm also doing some of the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. This I just used Memento, Tuxedo Memento Black. This I used I went with the VersaMark and then right into my pumpkin pie, and then I stamped it, and then I cut it out, and then I just added the mini or small dimensionals. The same with this. Again, I did the VersaMark, the orange. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that there is clear embossing. That's kind of what makes it pop up just a little bit. Clear embossing, heat tool, and then I just added a dimensional in the back. All right, so that's how we got to everything. These are just, I just taped these down with adhesive. So we're going to start just little by little. The first thing we're going to do is just add adhesive to the old olive, and we're going to stick it right here in the middle. So that's one of our first things that we're going to do. We're going to get that out of the way, and then we are going to wait a minute, because we are going to do the resist on the back here. So I am going to bring out a sheet of my scrap paper. I'm going to bring this out, bring my old olive, tap, tap, tap on the outside, and then come and start doing circles around the card. Yeah, boy, I do have a heavy hand on this today. I do like different colors on here, or different tones. So I do like a darker part, a lighter part. The darker, the lighter. I like that. I don't like it just blotched as much as I've done, but hey, sometimes that's just the way that it goes. All right, so we are done with that. To me, the color looks fine. I used my blending brush with my pad, and then I'll wash this right away because I don't want to keep having the green be a different color down below. Then I'm bringing out my tissue, and I'm just going to wipe. And what I'm doing is on the resist part, the white, I am taking off the color. And so the white is popping on the paper. So there we go. And then you want to figure out which way do you want to have this. I want to find my little thing. That may be nice in the corner, so I think I'm going to head my paper this way. Then I'm bringing in my, whoops, my paper trimmer, and on the long side, I'm going to cut off 7/8 of an inch. I just had to look. It looked like I cut it really crooked. We'll find out. And then from here, I am going to, I want to make sure that that's the same side. I'm going to adhere this to the top. Sometimes when the tape doesn't run, I'll bring in my silicone pad because it really seems to help the tape catch. All right, and then again, I want to make sure that I have the right side. Yeah, and I'm going to put this at the top. There we go. And then I'm going to close that and make sure this one's going to go on the bottom. Bring this in, and then I'm going to line it up the best I can. Come on, baby. There we go. Let's see how I did. There we go. So I matched, so those are matched up. All right. So this again is going to be our pocket. And I did some tear and tape. It didn't stay very well. So I ended up adding some liquid glue. And it stayed better. And all you're going to do is do your glue on the side. And that's what's going to make your pocket. I think I'll just go ahead and do this. See if some more of the ink comes off. And then we want to wait, but this is going to be our pocket. And then bringing back in, I'll do this in just a minute. It seemed like I didn't do a very good job on this, but I'm just going to leave it. This is just going to slide in here. There we go. And that's going to be the pocket. And then we are bringing in our ribbon. And the ribbon is just going to go all the way around. And then we're going to tie a square knot on one side. And my square knot's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to start, let me see. It's going to be, this is my right, this is my left. So I'm going to go right over the left. And then I'm going to bring this back and over and do my left over my right. But this is the hardest part that I have. Nails and ribbon. So I'm trying to put this down so I can. My best bet is always to bring in the scissors. Okay, so I'm going to get that a little bit tight, and then I'm just going to bring this back and over and around. Right over left, then left over right. And it should come out with a nice little bow. Here, I'm just going to give it a little haircut, bow cut, bring it down. I want to make sure that this will fit on it, and that's going to hold this in place then. So we're going to just add our adhesive. Okay, and here's going to be our adhesive. There we go. Now we're going to put everything together. So we're going to adhere the cup. And I'm going to put that down. Whoops. I'm going to just kind of lift it up just a little bit. But I want to see how we're going to do here. Oh, perfect. So I'm going to just put that down, take all my little dimensionals off. And remember again, it's VersaMark first. Then go directly from your VersaMark right into your pumpkin pie. And then give it a nice little dosing in the clear embossing powder. And then heat set it. And that's all you have to do. And then just watch it turn this beautiful color and pop out. I don't know if you can see that it pops, has ridges. Okay. So that's what we have. And then our last two things we are going to add will just be the dot to the eyes. And I'm just doing those in clear. So then I have a small little triangle here. What do you guys think? Again, when I get stuck and this is my go-to, is creating fun folds. I love fun folds. They make me feel good. And these are two fun folds that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I think this idea came from, what is it? Stamping Day stamping. Julie is the one that I got the idea from this. So really, really, really like it. I think she is fabulous. And I can't remember what the name of hers. I don't remember. So I'm really sorry, Julie, that I can't remember your website. Having a little drink of my coffee right now. My second after I've worked out. So these are my cards that I did create today. An easel and a pocket card. And I am going on vacation. And so I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks. And in my 3 weeks, all I'm going to do is have card tutorials. Because I'm not doing anything except for something that's easy and I already have done. So I thank you for following me. I thank you for being patient with me when I go a little cray-cray. But I love this. This is what I like doing. And I like being able to share them with you and to give you different ideas. These are both fabulous fall cards. So send them out, send them to your friends, share them, Every now and then, give me a little credit. Okay? So I hope that you guys have a great weekend, knowing that I am thinking of you as I'm on a fabulous cruise to Japan. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And again, my name is Kevon. Thank you again. Bye-bye.